Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. Well, we made it past the storm they called Nicole. It never turned into a hurricane, even though they were trying to preach their fear all over the news and make people afraid. Have you noticed lately how hard life is? Whether you're trying to go visit maybe your mom or dad and there's opposition. Maybe you got a headache. Maybe you don't have enough gasoline. Maybe you don't feel like getting off the couch. Maybe you're aggravated, frustrated, and depressed. I remember when I tried to build my first recording studio. I had one problem after another. I remember the day that UPS delivered my brand new Yamaha Motif keyboard. I turned it on. Guess what? The whole thing was broke. I talked to Yamaha customer service on the phone and they said they had never heard of this before. Problems with my teeth, problems with my gums. Just trying to get to the dentist can be such an adventure with the roads closed, the traffic, the train coming, blocking the highway, for 10 minutes. Then getting to the dentist. And even though my doctor is wonderful, he's fantastic, he's funny, he's really fast, which I know that all of us would appreciate. One problem after another, trying to get the work done. Then, trying to get my wife Tristan and myself to sit on the couch and watch a movie is nearly impossible at times. What's going on? Have you noticed all of the aggravating problems that are raining down in your life? What is this? I'll tell you what it is. It's called opposition. We have spiritual opposition. There is an opposing force of spirits that are trying to stop the things that we want to do in life. Have you noticed how hard it is to get to church? Maybe you got a headache, maybe you're sick, maybe you didn't sleep enough, maybe you wake up in the morning and your friend needs help instead of going to church. Maybe you just don't want to go, maybe you're feeling short-tempered, maybe you're aggravated. Hey, let's be honest. Maybe you're battling an addiction with pornography. Maybe you were smoking weed last night and now when you wake up you feel kind of strange and you just don't want to go. There is opposition. Have you noticed how hard it can be at times just to read the Bible? It can be nearly impossible to read it. Now let's forget about the Bible. What about praying? Have you seen the opposition trying to stop you from praying? Now you might be thinking, well, Garrett, I don't have that. I pray when I wake up and I pray at lunchtime and I always pray when I go to bed. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if you're praying when you wake up and you pray at lunch and you pray when you go to bed, you're not really praying. You're pretending. You're not praying. Praying is a lifestyle of prayer. Keeping the Lord with you all day and night. Have you seen the opposition? Have you seen how hard it is to do this? It is nearly impossible. And why? I remember years ago, I was asking Jesus about this. I was alone in my room. It was late at night. And I said, why is this happening? Why are the demons doing this to me? What is this about? What's going on? And he clearly told me, he said, Garrett, the demons are going to oppose every little tiny thing that you try to do. Boy, was that message real. Wow, was that message from the Lord? Was that a truthful message? If you're trying to pass out bottles of water to the homeless people on a summer day, it will be shocking how much opposition you get. If you're trying to get up for work on any given day, it is surprising how much opposition there can be just to get up, hit a shower, get dressed, get to work on time. Incredible opposition. Some of the most opposition I've ever seen was when I tried to get up, take a shower, and go to work. Heavy, heavy oppression. Let's change the topic. What about computer gaming? There's opposition everywhere. Trying to join a good Christian guild, trying to put groups together, trying to get different weapons, armor, goals, dreams, and desires. There's opposition everywhere. Almost everything that you're striving towards, there's opposition. You know, I got up yesterday and I dropped my wife off at work, and I knew I was going to be recording videos. I knew it. And on the way home from dropping her off, I'm praying, getting ready to record videos. And I realized, I hadn't exercised or lifted weights yet. And I had this anointing to record videos. In fact, the 4 videos that I recorded yesterday with the grace of God, very, very happy with. And I wanted to go record. I don't want to lift weights. Are you kidding me? I want to go record. I want to edit them, get the artwork, get them up on the internet, try to help somebody, try to do something for God today, try to make a tiny difference. Even if the video gets only 50 views, trying to make a small difference in someone's life. But wait a minute. I hadn't exercised yet. I hadn't lifted weights yet. You see, taking care of my own body is more important than trying to upload a video. What good is uploading a video if you're fat, kind of the way I am? What good is it getting 50 views if your legs feel like Jell-O, the way that mine do? What good is it trying to help someone else when I'm not even taking care of my own temple that not only God the Father lives inside of, but so does the Master of the universe, whom we call God's Son. They both live inside my body. What is this about? There is opposition. The demons want to keep me fat, lazy, depressed, in bad shape, hard to walk up a staircase, out of breath, no cardio work at all. My muscles are weak, my arms are weak. That's what they want. They know you're going to heaven. They know you're a chosen one. If you're a chosen one, they know it. So what do they want to do? They want to ruin your life here on earth. That's all they can do. They want to ruin your life. So I had to man up. I had to step up. I had to try harder. I had to put off videos, put off the microphone, put off the studio, don't even go in there, and get into the gym. I have a home gym. I just stay at home and exercise and lift weights and take care of business. We got to try harder. Do you know the exact same thing happened today again? Exact same scenario, wanting to go record videos before I do my cardio work. I'll tell you something very sad. I don't mind embarrassing myself. Maybe some of you will laugh at me or whatever, but I'm in such bad shape. I can't take my wife to Disney World in Orlando, Florida, because my legs and my back can't handle walking around that long. You've got to try harder. I've got to try harder. One more true story. I've made a multitude of trips to the dentist. I've had hundreds with an S at the end. Hundreds of shots in my mouth. I have to man up when I'm going to the dentist. I got to try harder. I got to practice the homework that the Lord gives me on the way to the dentist. I got to practice the homework when I'm in the dental chair. I had to try harder. I was at the dentist just a couple days ago. You got to try harder in everything. If you're sitting on the couch and you're thirsty and you're too lazy to go get your glass of water, get up. Go get your water. Don't let the opposition stop you. If you haven't visited your mom in a few months and you got 2 days off of work, go see her. Don't let the opposition stop you. Get in the car, get the gas, get your sandwich, and go say hello to your mom. Why? Why is this important? Well, let me tell you why. My mom is gone. My dad is gone. My aunt is gone. A close friend of the family is also gone. They're all gone. You got to try harder. Are you praying when you wake up and you're praying when you go to bed? You're not praying. You got to try harder. You got to step up. Now, I get exceptional grace to pray a lot. I get a form of grace that not many people get. I'm super blessed. But then the Lord takes it away and he sends that oppression. He sends the aggravation, the short-temperedness. He sends the addictions into my life. Now you got to struggle to pray. You got to fight to take your prayer breaks. You got to show the Lord that you care. You got to show the Lord that you're aware. You got to show the Lord that you know that he's there. You got to try harder. You got to fight harder. I didn't even want to record this video today. I had to fight through it. How? By getting my exercising done first, talking to someone else on the phone second, and then going through my routine of praying and humbling myself. I'm being burned right now. Right now, a demon is burning me as I record. You have got to fight. You are in a fight here on earth. How can we try harder? Well, you already know God has to send grace. We need God's grace. Everything is God's grace. He has to send grace so you can try harder. How do you know if there's grace? Don't worry. Just try harder and you'll find out one way or another. Try harder, child of God. We got to step up during these end times. I'm preaching to myself. I went ahead and bought a brand new computer system. It's got some of the fastest components money can buy. It's an incredible blessing. My video card is the third fastest card in the world, at least the day that I bought it. My chip is one of the fastest in the world, incredible power supply. There was opposition to building it. I didn't want to get started. I didn't want to do it, even though it's a mind-boggling blessing. I didn't want to do it. There's opposition. Building it, there was opposition. Components didn't fit perfectly. And then when I turned it on, it didn't work. There was opposition. I talked to my friend John on the phone. We talked about some strategies on why it's not working. I had to go into the manual, and guess what? The motherboard manual that they gave me didn't match mine. They actually gave me a different manual, so now I had to figure it out. There is opposition. The opposition is designed by God just for you. Your opposition is designed for you. The opposing spirits in my life are designed for me. And it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. It's designed to be hard. It's designed to be impossible without God's grace. We got to humble ourselves and try way, way harder in everything. Praise God. Praise God.